Whenever I talk about money, people always get me wrong. And let me explain you why. So, for example, if I say that I love money, people think that I'm someone who's greedy or someone who's just focused, like money obsessed or selfish. And even though that I myself can think the same, but it's not like as it is. For example, if you want money, it's not. I mean, I know there are people that they take advantage of having money and they spend it on luxurious things, on designer bags, or expensive skincare or makeup. These things that are not going to serve them in the long term. And for me, but if you ask me what's money, for me, money equals as financial freedom because it allows you to do like to build the life that you've always want. And for me, that's money. I mean, there's no other definition. And people who say that money can't buy happiness, I mean, it's their opinion. I don't judge, but still, I think that this is wrong. Money can buy happiness, and well, let me explain you all why. Because for example, in my case, I come from an immigrant family from India and I live right now in Spain. So you know how if people who are living in Spain, so they know the conditions here, people, it's just you have to work really hard. No matter in what country you go, for an immigrant, it's always to work hard. So my parents, even though we have a decent life, financially free, we are financially stable, pretty decent, middle class family, and we have our own house. It's not like we live in a rent, thankfully, and we own a car, and we can do our everyday expenses are quite fine. I mean, they're good. It's not like we are in debt or something like that. But still, my parents are working so hard so we can live a really good life. And any immigrant can relate this. It's like you want to see your parents happy, but I know that my parents could be more happy if they had even more money than they have. So they could not be rushing, they could be, relaxing and enjoying, taking care of themselves. But it's not like this. Life abroad is quite difficult, especially for an immigrant. And that's why I myself love money because what's wrong on wanting to retire your parents? What's wrong if you want to choose your life? What's wrong in if you want to, you don't want to do a job, you want to wake up and not be rushing towards catching the metro, the train, because you're not doing a 9 to 5 job. I know that these kind of jobs, like the 9 to 5 jobs, are really stressing, and it can really be, I mean, it's not like someone, I've always had this dream of building a business. So for me, money can be something very important because if in my case, I started working when I was 15 or 16. It's the legal age here in Spain to work. And since I was a teenager, I always thought that, as I'm studying, I should be working. So I'm still working as a part-time job in my mom's restaurant. I mean, my mom works there too, and she's the cook, and and me and my sister are the waitress. And even though people also ask me about why are you doing that? I mean, your parents are working, both of your parents. It's not like you don't have any. I mean, you guys have money. It's not like you are poor, you don't have food, you're in debt. It's not like nothing like this. But still, I chose to work first because I've seen my parents struggling and working so much. Also because I want to be someone who's financially independent in a very young age, and this allows you lots of things. For example, not because you have to ask your parents for money, but because you know that you're generating something, and this kind of money can help you for a long time decisions, like whether it's your career, whether it's your business, or learning any skill. And that's why I think there's this kind of money that you're making when you're young. You should not like spend it on stupid things. You should invest them wisely on your skills, on your career, on your degrees, whatever you're doing. So this is my recommendation to everyone who's young, because being young is a really advantage nowadays. You can absolutely do everything if you have money, and of course, if you have money, it gives you that social status. Um it gives you kind of recognition, because in the world that we live today, everyone looks at your pocket and no one looks at your values or your morals. I know it shouldn't be like this, but nowadays it is what it is, since we live in a capitalistic world. And I don't know or I don't know if you know anything rather than money that can bring you happiness. I mean, of course there's some other things like family, your values, your hobbies. All of these things are good, but money is also another source of happiness. So if you're generating money, automatically you are just building the life that you've always wanted. If you think that that I don't want to be greedy, I don't want to be that ambitious, I'm satisfied on what I have, so that's good. It's someone's opinion, I won't go against of that. But I think that if you're someone who's ambitious, money is really a part of your should be really part of your life. You should be generating high incomes, not because of yourself, but also to provide to others, for example your family, especially if you're an immigrant. These things are really, I mean, they're really important to see if you have money or not. Also because it gives you a social status, it allows you to build the life that you've always wanted and not to be stressed towards a job. So that's why. And in this video, I want people who are seeing me, like, if you could relate it, if you think that what I'm saying is right, I think that um only an immigrant can relate to this. Not only an immigrant, but always, I mean, people who are young and who could relate for this video. I think that this is a really advantage for you to go and work, find a part-time job, learn a skill or something like that. Because I mean, it's being a student, just, I mean, it's not like I don't like studying or something like this, but if you're just studying and focus on careers and degrees, it's just, you're just wasting part of your time because you're not generating any kind of money. And for me, money, I think, if you do start earn in a really early age, it's just a plus for you. It's just a really huge advantage for your future projects, future careers or something like this. And you should not be asking to your parents about this, because if you are independent at a really young age, it just gives you freedom, independency, and well, it's just going to help you in the future, in the long term. So that's why. And if you like this video, please comment, or if you have any ideas about, or if you agree with me, please say it in the comments. And if you don't, it's okay. Let's see you in the next video. Bye bye.